Yo man, what's up? Mr. Popo back at it again with another super discount, super 10%, super powers, super Poponess. Use super play code at checkout. What's up, super players? Today we got the new SRs that just appeared and they are ridiculously overpowered. For those of you that said this Tournament of Power box set is whack, well, check these SRs out and tell me the box is still whack. First off, we got Red, Universe 7, Saiyan's Prince Vegeta. This guy you wanna be pulling. Why? Because look, this thing is a 20,000 5-drop red, and red, as we know it, is all about aggro, keeping up with the pressure. So with the pressure, this guy's effect is when you play this card from your hand and you have a Universe 7 or Universe 6, you get to restand it. So technically you get 2 swings with a battle card that happens to be a Saiyan from those universes. And on top of that, both the Vegeta and the card you just restood gain an amazing 10k boost power. So this Vegeta becomes a 30k double strike. Nope, not double strike. Hold up. Triple strike, because this Vegeta gains triple strike. And not only that, your card, your Saiyan that you just restood, also is a triple strike. So it's triple strike, 2 cards, 10k boost for just 5 energies. Ridiculous card right here. Gotta get that one. And combining that with that Saiyan combo on the side right here, which your opponent cannot out counter, you are getting pretty much a guaranteed 25k triple strike to go through. Then we got 4 Saiyan hit. Don't even get me started with this hit. This hit has a ridiculous ability. You gotta want to pull this hit. When you play this hit, not only does he have double strike, this thing can see your opponent's hand. Literally, you play this card, let me see your hand. Oh, so you can only combo up to 10k thousand? Well, let me go for game. Because on top of that, this hit also lets you take up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with 35k power or less and send them to the warp for the turn, and you could go for game. But the downside is they come back after. But that's not even a problem. That's not even a problem, because you get to see your opponent's hand and you know what comes back. Then don't get me started with this ridiculous overpowered Kale, man. This Kale is a double striking 25k for 5 energies, and when a card evolves onto this card, so when you evolve this card, choose all battle cards with 25k power or less and destroy them. Everything on the field pretty much exploded. Final Kamehameha wave, Hadouken, ultimate fatality happening right here. Except for your Kales and except for your Khalifas, they stay alive. That's Kale for you. Obliteration Dark Hole. Then for our blues, man, you thought the red were broken? Check this blue out. We got Beerus Universe 7 Divine Vanquisher. Why is this guy so ridiculous? I don't know. This guy's a 5-drop, so they're all 5-drops. They're all pretty darn easy to play. Like, 5 in the game right now is like the max energy we end up throwing anyways. So the 5-drops are finishers, and this Beerus is what you call a finisher. 25k double strike, and when this card attacks the leader card, your opponent has to choose any cards in either their hand, battle area, or even energy area, and they have to add up to 6 energies and 6 cost, and they throw them into the drop area. So if your opponent has no hand, well, guess what? Their energy is going away, or their battle cards are going away. This guy is literally destruction. Ridiculous, like, wow. And then combine that with that waste that drops the Beeruses by a slight bit. Ridiculous. Then we got the ridiculous Lockout Master, Trio de Danger Bergamos. This is that key component that Trio de Danger needed, because Bergamos, when you have either the other Trio de Danger cards in play in the battle area, all Trio de Danger cards gain barriers, so they're all immortal, kind of. They're unkillable by skills. And on top of that, your opponent cannot attack any anything other than this Bergamo's when it's in rest mode. So it's a barrier if you have the other cards in play that cannot be your opponent cannot attack anything else but this card. And the crazy part about it is every time this card gets attacked, he gains a 5k boost power, so you're locking your opponent out from doing anything. Ridiculous trio danger Bergamos. And then, wow, our green, I'm not gonna lie, doesn't seem that overpowered, but let's just get into it. This is the EX Evolve Goku. He has triple strike. The bad part about this EX Evolve is that you have to place 2 cards and they have to be Universe 7 cards. So that's kind of a downfall, but doesn't matter. Triple strike critical, that's an amazing thing. And when this card attacks, if your leader is green, you get to either get 1 card from your opponent's hand and throw it in the drop area, or get 1 battle card and throw it in the drop area. So he's a consistent hand destruction or a field pop. That's Ultra Instinct Goku. And then we got Maiden Squadron leader Ribboning. Ribbonings's actually looking pretty darn cool because she's a barrier. You evolve, and when you evolve, you get to KO something. So she comes in and pops something with her hearts. And then when this card attacks, if you have the other key components, pretty much Kakunsa, I don't know if I said it right, and Rosie on the battle area, your opponent has to discard 2 cards from their hand and place it in the dropped area. So that's pretty darn good because she's a barrier, so she's not leaving the field. And then combine that with that Mira for ultimate hand destruction. So it's looking like Ribboning is going to be all hand destruction, and I like hand destruction. I'm a big fan of hand destruction. And then last but not least, the yellow. Are the yellow always overpowered like usual? Well, yes they are. I don't know why. But we got Frieza, Emperor of the Universe. Why is this card overpowered? Well, let me tell you this. It's an EX Evolve for 1 energy, so it's not that hard to bring out if you have other Friezas. And then it says you have to place a Universe 7, and it has to be all Universe 7, like revolving around that. So that's kind of the criteria hard to meet, but doesn't matter because the effect of this thing is ridiculous. Triple strike, and it has a permanent effect where your opponent cannot activate counters, activate skills, or autos. Pretty much your opponent can't activate anything unless they take a life and throw it in the drop area. And protecting this thing with, like, I don't know, maybe a Cold Bloodless or something, this thing isn't leaving the field. This thing is pretty much stopping your opponent from using any sort of skills, and you're gonna go for game, and you're gonna hopefully pretty much keep your opponent nullified for a long time. And it has triple strike, so yeah, you're gonna be wrecking. And then last but not least, we got the one, the ultimate, absolute Justice Judith. And why is Judith so good? Well, he's good because he has quadruple strike. That's the thing, guys. Quadruple strike. Yup, it's quadruple strike. 4 lives. I can't even believe it's a thing, and I'm reading it, but it is. And then permanent effect that this Jurin loses 1 cost energy required to play for the amount of Universe 11 cards you have on play. And that's so good because Topo, combine that with Topo and play the Universe 7 how it's supposed to be played, restanding them with the Jurin leader, you're going to be having hopefully a swarm of Universe 7 cards, and then making this guy hopefully a very low cost to play. And when you play this thing, you're pretty much going to win, because when you play this, choose all your opponent's battle cards and energy that are in rest mode, and you drop them. So this guy is scary. This guy is a quadruple strike, and if you went all in, your opponent went all in and tapped his energies, guess what? He's pretty much losing the entire game. This card is just insane. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know what cards you guys think are gonna be the best ones. I don't know, I'm really digging this Jurin. I'm really digging this Frieza. Frieza's probably my #1 right now. Bergamos is looking awesome for the lockout deck. This Beerus is looking crazy too. And then, oh my god, like, look, we got Kale, the destroying field card. This hit that lets you see your opponent's hand. And this Vegeta, this just ultimate triple strike hardcore pressure. This is insane. The hype is real for these TOP cards, and these SRs live up to the hype. Let me know if you think the same, and like we always say, y'all stay super.